Hey guys, I'm really sorry. If I seem a bit sick in this video, it's because I've tried to record this video 5 times. 1, my camera cut out, 2, my camera cut out, 3, it died, 4, it died, 5, I had to run upstairs and go get a charger, and the video was just very low quality. And obviously I want my videos to be as high quality as possible. Anyway, so in one of the videos, I'd set up the desk on how to cut your rabbit in like the stationery, and I showed the stationery, but obviously that cut out, so I'll have to show you again. So let's just show you again. So the things you're going to need is baby wipes, you'll see why later on, one of these, nail clippers, rabbit brush, bobbles, and some ordinary kitchen scissors. So these objects might seem a little bit weird, but if this is a low cost one, I did a high cost professional cutting with like all the professional scissors. But if you don't want to spend like 50 quid on rabbit stuff, then this is what you need to do. Okay, so now we have the setup, let's get our first rabbit out. So today I'm going to be showing, I did my big rabbit Boris before in the other video, and I can't really cut him anymore, because if I cut him anymore he'll be bald. But he's a really good like trim, really good shape. I'll show him now. Boris. Personally, I think I did a really good job of fluffing him. So this is my boo-boo. He's been a really good boy. Okay, so I'm going to get out the rabbit that we're going to be cutting today. So this is Doris. She's a single-maned lion head, and she's kind of bolted herself a bit there. I'll talk about her condition while I'm cutting her, but I'm planning on cutting like these bits, her rear end bit, and just giving her a little trim to make her a bit more fluffier and to make her look a bit more like a lion head. Okay. So Doris recently had babies, and we're going to be cutting the baby's hair today because they need a first trim. The babies are about 8 weeks. So first of all, you want to take your baby wipe and wipe off any dirt and slick back the hair so you can see where you need to cut it. This doesn't hurt her at all because these are baby wipes, and we kind of have the same type of skin to a rabbit, just they grow fur on theirs, we grow hair. So these won't hurt her at all. So you just want to keep doing this. Now, while I'm cutting, I'm going to be telling you like what's been going on with Doris. Anyway, so now we've got them bits. Now you just want to take your little brush and you just want to brush her through, minding that bald spot and watching that baldness. You also want to check the rabbit's baldness if she's got baldness, because some of the time the fur doesn't really grow back and then they're stuck with being bald forever. So you just want to keep monitoring and checking that. Okay, so now we're going to take the trusty scissors and we're just going to very gently remove this little piece of sellotape. As I say, these are kitchen scissors, which means they had to be thoroughly cleaned. And we're just going to keep, just lightly going to chop where it needs to be chopped. Doris is a single mane, so she's not as fluffy as Boris. She's very good at sitting still though. And she's not like hyper-ventilating or anything. I think she kind of likes this. She likes to smell the scissors, so and rabbits do this because they're very curious animals. So when your rabbit's like sniffing the scissors, just stop and just let them sniff it. Make sure they can't like be hurt by them or anything. Okay, and then you just want to do the other side. You might have to spin around for this, guys. Anyway, let's talk about Doris's condition. So Doris has something called fly strike. Now, there's two different types of fly strike. There's one where the rabbit thinks has bugs growing inside of it, and then there's one where the rabbit does have bugs growing inside of it and you need to remove them. Doris has the one where she thinks. She doesn't have, because we've checked her, she doesn't have, she thinks. So basically what happens is that when they think that there's bugs growing inside, they will pluck themselves to try and get the little animals, creature, insects out of her. So yeah, that's what that is. And it's basically where they'll go a bit crackers in the head. This normally happens to female rabbits when they give birth, because when you separate their mum and the babies at 8 weeks old, which is the only allowance that you're allowed to separate the rabbits at, is 8 weeks. So these babies are just turned 8 weeks on Thursday, so on Thursday we separated them from the mum because mummy just can't cope with the babies anymore, and especially when they're in like a cage. If they're free roaming, then it's fine because they'll just naturally leave the babies anyway. But when they're in the hutch, they don't really have much room to walk, or be away from the babies. So that's really important to take them away at 8 weeks. Of course, they can still live with mummy, just mummy will be a bit sick of them. Good girl. Is that Doris done? Is that Tutu done? Yeah. She said yeah. That's me done. We'll just get these bits. Anyway, guys. So yeah, that's what's been going on with Doris. That's her condition. She's been such a good girl today. It's okay. It's okay. She's been such a good girl. She's done really well. But I just need to hold her to do this bit because obviously I couldn't see. And I still want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm sniffing a lot. It's because I've got a cold. I think she got a bit of a shock there when she saw them. So she started licking me. Her paws are fine. They're clean. They're not dirty at all. And you probably only need to cut them at least once a week. Only in December times or different heat things, because in summer we had to give them a summer trim because it was very hot here in the UK for summer compared to what it usually is. And they had their summer coats on and they were just babies, so they also had the baby fluff. So we had to trim them down a bit. So that's when we last cut them. And then through then they will get their winter fur on. And winter fur is very thick and grows like mad. So when they get winter fur, you just want to keep trimming it down so it doesn't get too much for them. It's very important to do this. So if you have an animal like a rabbit, then you just want to trim it. Obviously, if you don't want to follow my methods that I use, you can go watch millions of others, rabbit channels, because there's millions out there. Because rabbits are a very, very popular animal to want. I'm covered in rabbit hair.